Hello viewers, welcome to my channel and thank you for watching the videos. In this video we will discuss the formulae of time and speed and a few examples based on it. These examples are relevant to CSAT UPSC prelims examination. So let's see the formulae and examples. Here we are talking about time, speed and distance, and the formula is speed is equal to, or velocity we call it sometimes, is equal to distance upon time. So V is equal to d upon t. D is showing distance and t is time and V is velocity. So this is the standard notation which generally we use, and we need sometimes conversion because we need to make units in same format. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 upon 18 meter per second, or in other words 1 meter per second is equal to 18 upon 5 kilometer per hour. And average speed if we have to find out, and distances have been given for different timings. So suppose for t1 d1 is the distance, and for time t2 the body or the vehicle has traveled d2 distance. So we will add all the distances and divide by total time t. So d1 plus d2 say up to dn upon t1 plus t2 plus up to tn we can say. So total distance upon total time. Now relative speed if we want to find out, suppose A is moving in this direction, the arrow has been shown, and its speed is x kilometer per hour, and B is also moving in this direction, in the same direction in which A is moving, and its speed is y kilometer per hour. So then we will have, if suppose the x is greater than y, means the velocity of A is more than velocity of B, then the relative speed will be x minus y kilometer per hour. Which one is more? We will take that value first, and y minus x if y is greater than x. And suppose they are moving in opposite direction, so we have to add the velocity to get the relative speed. Means distance is becoming very fast between those two vehicles or persons, whatever it is. So if A is in this direction, this is x kilometer per hour, and B is in, Mr. Kumar drives to work at an average speed of 48 kilometers per hour. The time taken to cover the first 60% of the distance is 60 minutes more than the time taken to cover the remaining distance. The remaining distance is 40%. So time, suppose t for 40%, for 60% will be t plus 10. So we can take the ratio t plus 10 upon t is 60 upon 40, that is 3 upon 2. So t is equal to 20 minutes. Now the total time for the complete journey will be t plus 10 plus t, that is 2t plus 10. So it is 2 into 20 plus 10, 50 minutes. So total distance covered will be velocity into time. Velocity is 48 into time is 50 upon 60, because 50 is in minutes, so we are making it into hours. So that is 40 kilometers. A bus is moving at a speed of 30 km per hour ahead of a car with a speed of 50 km per hour. How many kilometers? So relative speed is 50 minus 30, 20 km per hour, because both of them are moving, bus and car moving in the same direction. So how many kilometers apart are they if it takes 15 minutes for the car to catch the bus? So the distance is the distance traveled by the car in 15 minutes. So that is velocity into time. Velocity is 20 km per hour and time is 15 in minutes. So 15 upon 16 hours, so will be 5 kilometers. Now we want to have some rules related to moving objects. So first rule is, when a person travels a distance at a speed x kilometer per hour and returns the same distance at a speed of y kilometer per hour, then the average speed is given by, so we can think of in this manner that same distance, say this much distance, when going it was x kilometer per hour, and when coming back it is y kilometer per hour. So the average speed will be, and this has been made here also, that this is x kilometer per hour and this is y kilometer per hour. So average speed is 2xy upon x plus y. Now distance is same, because same distance is being traveled both sides. So d we will denote it by d. and because speed is different, so time will be different. So d is equal to t1x and d is equal to t2y. So distance we are writing that velocity is equal to distance upon time is the formula. So we have crossed multiplied it and got the d. Because the formula, that is v is equal to d upon t, you can use any one, means we can find out any one of these three. We can find out d, we can find out t, we can find out v. So d is equal to v into t, so t1x and here t2y. So t1, if we want to find out, this is d upon x and t2 is d upon y. So average speed, the formula is this. So the average speed is what? Total distance upon total time. So total distance is 2d upon total time is d upon x plus d upon y. This is total time. So we just put it, simplify, this comes 2xy upon x plus y. Now rule 2 is, when a person travels a certain distance with a speed of x1 kilometer and then further the same distance with a speed of x2 kilometer per hour, then further the same distance with speed of x3 kilometer per hour, and so on. Means person is moving in the same direction and distance is same each time, but speed is different. So first is, means person has started from here and this is the distance he is having, and so it has been divided into same length, so distance is same, but speed in each part is different. So in the first it is x1, and in the second it is x2, in the third it is x3, and so on. We can keep on going and speed is different. So we will have average speed of the complete journey till suppose he has gone up to this place and there are many others in between. So we can have the average speed as n and upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus, means n number of distances, n times, means first one, then second, third, means n times we have added the distance. You can say n is that 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 up to 1 upon xn kilometer per hour. So we are not going to give the derivation of this, just remember the formula. So complete journey will have this average speed, and this is n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 up to. A train completes a journey with a few stoppages in between at an average speed of 40 km per hour. If the train had not stopped anywhere, it would have completed the journey at an average speed of 60 km per hour. On an average, how many minutes per hour does the train stop during the journey? So this is the formula, or you can take some other arithmetic means also, but the formula is easy to remember. Stoppage time per hour is equal to change in speeds upon speed without stoppages. So change in speed is 60 minus 40 because we are taking per hour, upon speed without stoppage is 60, so this comes 20 minutes. 1 upon 3 and it's in hour, 1 upon 3, so 60 upon 3 is 20 minutes when we convert it into minutes. A person travels from x to y at a speed of 40 km per hour and returns by increasing his speed by 50%. What is the average speed for the whole journey? So here we can see that speed of that person from x to y is 40 km per hour, but when he is coming back from y to x, it is 150, it's 50% more. Suppose it was 100, then the speed is now 150, and if it is 40, then how much? 150 upon 100 into 40, that is 60 kilometers. So now speed is 60 km per hour after increasing 50%. So distance traveled in the is same both side. So average speed will be 2xy upon x plus y. This formula we have done, and that formula has been used and got the answer. A car travels the first 1/3 of a certain distance with a speed of 10 km per hour. The next 1/3 of distance with a speed of 20 km per hour, and last 1/3 with 60 km per hour. The average speed of the car for the journey is, so d by 3. See, d is distance, so each time 1/3 means d upon third. So time taken is distance upon velocity, so d upon 3 upon 10, then d upon next time d upon 3 upon 20, and next time is d upon 3 upon 60. So total covered distance, that is d, basically d plus 3 plus d plus 3 plus d plus 3, basically d upon total time taken, which we have calculated, will give you average speed. So this is d upon 3 upon 10 plus d upon 3 upon 20 plus d upon 3 upon 60, so it comes 18 km per hour. And this is the second, this formula we have done, that n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus 1 upon x3, and x1 is velocity, you can say, or speed, 1 upon v1. This formula we have done in the first or second slide, so directly you can get it. N is 3 here because 3 part of the distance we have made, so there we had written n in the formula, so n is equal to number of parts if it is equal, same. Basically this formula can be written in many ways. When we take LCM of denominator, then it becomes x1 into x2 into x3, that goes up and it comes n into x1 into x2 into x3 upon x2 plus x3 plus x1 into x3 plus x1 into x2. This is written in, this formula is written in the form of ABC or XYZ also. So various forms, but basically there are 2-3 formulas, and this is the basic formula. Average speed is total covered distance upon total time taken. We were talking rules, so rule 3, and this is also, the last question was also based on this, where d1 plus d2 plus d3 was d in 3 parts, but there are many forms, so I would like to give whatever maximum I can give, so you can relate them. When a person travels d1 distance at a speed of x1 km per hour, d2 distance at a speed of x2, and so on. So this is x2 km per hour and so on. Then average, so the distance d3 will be x3 km per hour. So the average speed of the journey is given by d1 plus d2 plus d3 upon d1 upon x1 plus d2 upon x2 plus d3 upon x3 and so on km per hour. And next rule is, when a person changes his speed to x upon y of its usual speed and reaches early by a minute, then usual time taken by the person to reach his destination is a upon 1. We will have questions on this also. If a person travels 10 km distance at a speed of 5 km per hour, 27 km distance at 3 km per hour, 35 at 7 km per hour, just directly apply the formula. All the distances add in the on the top upon d1 upon v1 plus d2 upon v2 plus d3 upon v3, and just simplify, you will get. If a bus runs at 4 upon 7 of its original speed and reaches a place 3 hours early, then the actual time taken to travel the distance at its original speed is, so here a is 3 hours, 8 minutes, the previous fourth rule was there. Y upon x is 4 upon 7, so actual time is a upon 1 minus y upon x. So by using the rule 4, directly you can get the answer, that is 7 hours. If half of the journey is traveled at a speed of 15 km per hour and the next half at a speed of 12 km per hour. Find the average speed during the entire journey. So here we will be using rule 1, that is 2xy upon x plus y. X is 15, y is 12, and just put the values and get the answer. If a person or a motor car covers 3 equal distances at the speed of x km per hour, y km per hour, z km per hour respectively, then the entire journey average speed of the person or motor car is, basically this is 3 upon that n upon the second rule, n upon 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z. When we simplify it, we take LCM, so xyz goes up and this becomes 3xyz, and in numerator it becomes xy plus yz plus zx. You can do it the second rule, 3 upon 1 upon x plus 1 upon y plus 1 upon z gives this formula. A train covers the first 160 km at a speed of 120 km per hour, another 160 km at 140 km per hour, and the last 160. So 3 different distances have been given. If they are not different, then right now we will use this formula, 3xyz upon xy plus yz plus zx. So if they are equal, we call it 1, and then it becomes 3 upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon y1, x2 plus 1 upon x3. That also, just put the values of xyz. X is 120, y is speed we are taking, y is 140 and z is 80, and get the answer. If a person covers a kilometer at a speed of x km per hour, b at y km per hour, c at z, so then entire journey, this is the answer. So here put the values according to the formula. A person covers 9 km at a speed of 3 km per hour, 20 km at 5 km per hour, 30 km at 10. Here speed has changed and the distance also has changed. Both the things have been changed. So average speed is a plus b plus c upon a upon x plus b upon y plus c upon z. Both things have been changed. They are not in equal part, and speed is also not same. A person covers a part of the distance at x km per hour, b part of the distance at y km per hour, and c at z. So here the distance is a, b, c different, they are different. Speed is also average speed during the entire this one. So this, what is the difference between the third and fourth? As I understand, the difference is because in the third this is not coming equal to 1 or 100 if it is in percentage, but in fourth it is coming, the total distance is coming equal to 100 or 1. That is why 1 km per hour it's so if it is in percentage, but in third it is not coming, the total distance is which is a plus b plus c is not equal to 100 or 1. So here a train covers 50% of the journey at 30 km per hour, 25% of journey at 25 km per hour, and 20 km per hour remaining. So the average speed of the train, so here we are having 50 plus 25 and remaining is also 25, total is 100. The distance a plus b plus c, which we can say upon a upon x plus b upon y plus c upon x, y, z are what? X, y, z are the speeds, that is 30, 25 km per hour and then 20 km per hour. A worker reaches his factory 3 minutes late walking at a speed of 5 km per hour, and if he walks at a speed of 6 km per hour, then he reaches the factory 7 minutes early. The distance of the factory from his house is, this question has been done in another video also. So we know distance is equal to velocity into time, and both side distance is same, so s will be 5 upon 60 km per minute. 5 upon 60, that is velocity, into time is t plus 3. It should be, because he is late, so t should be 3 minutes. He took 3 minutes more, so t is the required time, but he took this much. And when he is coming back, then when his speed is 6 km per hour, that is 6 upon 60 km per minute, that is 1 upon 10. He is reaching early, so t minus 7. So then just both are equal, equation 1 and 2, because distance is equal. Simplify it, you will get the value of t, which is 57, and then distance is 1 upon 12. You can keep value in any one, either in first equation or in second equation, and get the distance. So this is the first equation, 1 upon 12, 57 plus 3 gives 5 km. When two persons, trains, cars, objects start traveling towards each other from two distinct points at the same time and complete their journey between the points after passing each other in x and y time respectively, then the ratio of their speeds is root y is to root x. So question based on it, if two cars start moving towards each other from two distinct points at the same time and complete their journey between the points after passing each other in 4-minute and 16-minute time respectively, then find the ratio of their speeds. So as the above statement, rule 5 says, just applied that rule, learn it, and then ratio of the speed will be root y is to root x. X is 4, y is 16, so it comes 2 is to 1. Now two cars start towards each other from two places A and B which are at a distance of 160 km. They start at the same time 8:10 am. If the speed of the cars are 50 and 30 km per hour respectively, then they will meet each other. This question also has been done. So total distance, this has been done in another video. Total distance is 160 km given in the question, and let's say that they meet after t hours. So the distance traveled by train, which is 50 km, so 50 into t, and another is 30 into t because its speed is 30 km per hour. Time is same for both, so total time, so distance total is 50t plus 30t, total distance, it is equal to 160 because they are meeting at a point. So the portion, some portion has been covered by one car, another is second car, so total is 160. So t is 2 hours. It means 8:10 plus 2 hours means 10:10 am. Now these are the formula again written, because sometimes it's in this form also, that if the distance is constant, then average speed is given by harmonic mean of two speeds. Same thing we are saying, like we just said 2xy upon x plus y, speed is s1 s2, so 2s1 s2 upon s1 plus s2, but it is harmonic mean, just to mention that this is also. And then if the time is constant, then the average speed is given by arithmetic mean of two speeds, s1 plus s2 by 2, and relative speed is for trains, time is equal to sum of lengths upon relative speed. So L1 plus L2, this is sum of trains and that relative speed S1 plus minus S2. So in next video we will discuss the questions based on trains. Thank you.